Good morning, second grade. Today is lesson 69 for phonics. And before we get to our worksheets, we are going to practice our second grade heart words first. So say the words with me and I will go through pretty quickly. Off, been, work, very, those, around, goes, fast, gave, first, would, many, both, found, always, sleep, don't, upon, which, these, read, pull, its, sit, oops, us, does, your, why, by, before, best, wash, write, tell, sing, write, wish, made, 5, there, call, use, cold, or, because, green. Very good job. All right, now you can get out your activity sheet and we are going to start by practicing our alphabetizing again. Maybe you've already noticed something about these words today. They all start with S. They also all start with SP. So this is another case where we actually have to go to the third letter to start our alphabetizing. So I am going to underline the third letter because they all start with SP. Okay, so I've underlined the third letter. And so now we're going to go through the alphabet. And when we see that letter, we're going to write the word on the line. So first is A, and there is an A underlined in the word space. So we'll write the word space on the line. So after A comes B, C, D, E, there is an E word, spear. Cross it out when you've used it. So after E comes F, G, H. Do you see an H word? Sphere. Sphere comes next. After H is I. There is one word with the I underlined. That word is spine. Keep going through the alphabet. J, K, L, M, N, O, spoon. Spoon is S-P-O-O-N. Then you can continue through the alphabet, or does U come after O? That's the only word left, and yes, it does. So spunk is our last word. So remember, you start with the first letter. If those are all the same, move on to the second letter and keep going until you find letters that are different. Very good on alphabetizing. Now join me for our spelling and high frequency word practice page. As always, we are going to start reviewing 9 spelling sounds. So when I say the sound, I want you to repeat the sound and then write the letters that make them. Number 1 is F, final, FF. Remember, the floss rule tells us to have final FF. Number 2, oi. Oi. O-I. Final O-Y. These are diphthongs. We talked about these earlier this week. O-I is found in the initial or medial positions. O-Y is at the end. So oi, diphthong O-I, final diphthong O-Y. Number 3, ow. Ow. Diphthong O-U, final diphthong O-W. Again, we talked about this week also. Diphthong O-U is at the beginning or middle part of the word. O-W is at the end. Number 4, qu. Qu. Combination Q-U says qu. Number 5, A. A. A, consonant E, comma A, final A-Y. A. Number 6, th. Th. Digraph TH says th. Number 7, goal. Goal. Final stable syllable, G-L-E says goal. Number 8, V. 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 Final V-E. Remember, there are no words in the English language that end with the letter V. So we have to have final V-E. And number 9, I. I. I, consonant E, comma I, final Y. I. Now let's practice spelling some words. For the review words, number 10, we're going to write the word pink. Pink. P-I-N-K. Pink. Number 11 is scrub. Scrub. S-C-R-U-B. Scrub. And number 12 is maple. Maple. M-A-P-L-E. Maple. Moving on to sight word practice. For number 13, we're going to spell the word question. Question. Q-U-E-S-T-I-O-N. Question. Number 14 is the word again. Again is A-G-A-I-N. And number 15 is answer. Answer. A-N-S-W-E-R. Answer. Our sentence today is, Tom's work paid off and he did not fail the test. Again, Tom's work paid off and he did not fail the test. So we're going to start with a capital letter. Tom's, and since it is his work, we are going to use apostrophe S. So Tom's, leave a finger space, work, paid is P-A-I-D, off, and he did not fail the test. What type of punctuation mark will come at the end of the sentence? Right, a period. This is a statement, so we'll use a period at the end. All right, you can set your worksheet aside. Let's look at the words that are on my board today. Can you read these words? Weekly, quickly, booklet. So all of these words have suffixes. Can you find the suffixes? In these two words, we have suffix ly, and in this word, we have suffix let. So what do you think that suffix ly means in these words? Weekly, quickly. What do you think the ly means? Right, suffix ly, when it's added to a word, tells us how something is done. Like in the word weekly, or how often for weekly, and how something was done, like quickly, okay? Suffix ly can also tell us that something or someone is acting a certain way. Like if we said sadly, that means someone is acting sad. Can you think of any other ly words? Maybe slowly, happily. Good. All right, let's look at the word booklet. What do you think suffix let means when it is added to the word book? What do you think a booklet is? A booklet is a little book, so let as a suffix means something small. So a booklet is a small book. What would a starlet be? A small star. So let can also mean something that is worn, like the word wristlet is something that's worn on your wrist. So when we see a suffix on a word, do you remember how to code that? With a box. So I'm going to go ahead and put a box around suffix ly, and suffix let. So what should we do after we put our boxes? Right, we double check that we only have root words. So we have week, quick, and book. Those are all root words. And so we need to then code the root words. We don't need to code anything in the suffix, okay? So let's look at week. What coding do we need to have for week? Right, we have digraph EE. The first E is making the sound, the second E is not. Weekly. That first syllable is accented. Weekly. Now we'll code quick. We have combination QU. The I is making a short sound. And digraph CK. Underline the digraph. The K is making the sound. Quickly. Again, the root word is making the stress. It's the accented syllable. And let's look at the word booklet. We need to code book. Book. Booklet. Book is the accented syllable. Okay. So remember, when you are coding words with suffixes, you need to first put a box around the suffix and then code the rest of the word. Okay, so let's go back to our practice sheet. We are going to practice writing words that have the suffixes let and ly. So for number 1, underneath the new sounds and words, on number 1, we are going to write ringlet. So we can write the root word ring as R-I-N-G and then add suffix L-E-T, ringlet. For number 2, we're going to write slowly. So again, you can write the root word slow, S-L-O-W, and add suffix L-Y, slowly. And for number 3, we're going to write the word quickly. Quick is Q-U-I-C-K, then add suffix L-Y, quickly. Practice reading and spelling your high frequency words and choose 2 to write complete sentences today. Let's move on to our worksheet. Today's worksheet is a little different today. So we are going to start by coding some words. We have 8 words to code at the top. So we're going to start with number 1. There is a suffix ly, so we'll put a box around the suffix. We're left with the root word flat. The A is short. It needs a brevy. Flatly. Number 2 has a suffix let, needs a box around it. How will we code the root word? There is a combination AR, starlet. Oops, I forgot my accent mark on number 1. Don't forget to accent the root word. The root word is always accented. For number 3, we have suffix ly, put that in a box. And neat has digraph EA. So we'll underline the digraph. The E is making the long sound, so we'll put a macron, cross out the A. And again, neat, the root word is accented. For number 4, we have suffix ly, put a box around it. And for the root word soft, the O is making the short sound. We'll put a brevy. And soft is accented in softly. For number 5, we have suffix ly. Put a box around it. We're left with a root word, and that root word has a diphthong. Diphthong OU says ow. So this word is proudly. Proudly. Looking at number 6, there is suffix let. Put a box around it. For the root word, we need a K back on the C and a brevy above the U. This word is cutlet. Cutlet. For number 7, we have suffix ly, put a box around it. For the root word, again, we need a K back on the C and a brevy above the I. This word is crisply. Crisply. And the final word to code on this worksheet, number 8, has suffix let. And our root word I needs a brevy. Piglet. Piglet. Very good. All right, so now we are going to work on analogies. So we're going to read the sentence for number 9, and it says, box is to square as sun is to blank. So look at the words that are in the box up here. These are the words that you have to choose from. Read these words and see if you can tell me what would finish this analogy. We're looking at how are box and square related. So a box has a square shape. So the sun has what type of shape? Round. Very good. So you're looking at the relationships when you do analogies. So let's do a few more together. Number 10, sun is too hot as ice is too blank. So this is saying the sun is hot, so ice is, which word from the box will complete the analogy? Ice is cold. Cold. Number 11, finger is to hand as foot is to blank. So this is saying your finger is part of your hand, like your foot is part of your right leg. Leg. We'll do a few more together. You are going to have something to do on your homework. Number 12, window is to glass as dress is to blank. So this time it's talking about a window is made of glass. A dress can be made of, which word from the box? Dress is to cloth. Very good. Okay. Number 13, crust is to bread as shell is to blank. What word do you think will finish this analogy? Crust is to bread as shell is to blank. Egg. Very good. And lastly, ring is to finger as sock is to, does foot make sense? Right, because a ring can be worn on a finger like a sock is worn on a foot. Okay. Join me on the homework side and I will let you know how many codes you will find in each word. All right, so for number 1, there are going to be 3 codes. Number 2, 3 codes. Number 3 has 5. Number 4 has 6. Moving over to the second column, number 5 has 3 codes. Number 6 has 3 codes. Number 7 has 5. And number 8 has 3. Great job today.